Okay, so looking at the bubble sketch of my house here and some of my design concepts. So this house is going to be located on a bit of a hilltop. So one of the considerations I had for this was kind of the east to west, or west to east, sorry, winds. And this is partly sustainability, try and cut down on air conditioning costs, but just kind of positioning the house so that we can have airflow in kind of the key areas when the winds are blowing. I've also had an easterly orientation for the sun, so taking that into consideration as well. So with kind of those as two concepts behind the layout, I basically kind of stacked some of the main areas here. So our kitchen and living room, you'll notice the living room's offset a little bit, but the idea being that airflow from kitchen windows can come right through to the living room. And then kind of the same idea with both the bedrooms here. So in the evenings, westerly windows could be open and any airflow can kind of flow in through there. With that being done, the next thing was just kind of filling in the blanks a little bit. And so, as I said, I kind of staggered the living room off of this, which allows pretty easy access, central area to all aspects of the house. With the sun being in the east, that living room should pick up some nice morning sunlight, and hopefully with it being staggered a little bit, we'll get a bit of that sun coming into the kitchen as well. And with this offset here, I've also incorporated a little bit of a deck, and I thought this would be just kind of a nice sitting area and being able to come out in the morning and enjoy that sun. And in terms of closets, excuse me, I tried to double up or make the closet somewhat effective. This one actually I've moved over to here a little bit so they're stacked, and same with the bedroom. So these are kind of be from a building perspective, this is a little bit easier because you simply frame in a rectangle with a divider and then have door openings on the opposite sides for each of the rooms. Yeah, so that is basically the idea behind the bubble diagram and some of my design choices, or as to why I made those design choices. Looking at the block sketch, which is a little bit more detailed, you can see I have the foyer, so there's my one main entrance, kind of at the top of the house, and I did put in a little half wall divider here. This could either be a half or a full. Well, if you want, just to kind of give that structure a little bit of separation from the living room, I still wanted a pretty open flow here, but just so shoes, bags, things like that don't appear to be cluttering up the living room too much. Directly ahead, again, we have that shared closet with the bathroom, or shared only in the concept that it's the same block, but you'll see the doors on this one. These would be sliders, or you do bifold as well. And so you have some closet space right there for that. From there, you would continue into the living room. Nice big open flow here. A couple big picture windows, offset on each side. So if you wanted to put in a TV or potentially a little fireplace or something like that, you still kind of have that central location within the room that you could then structure your furniture around. Also tried to make it, the idea here being you could put, kind of couches and things like that around this area and still maintain that flow to access all other elements of the house, really by sticking to the perimeter. So kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, all of that that you could get into. Going here, looking at the bath a little bit. So again, just kind of structured toilet and tub and a sink in there, closet access from there. We have our two bedrooms. Again, nice big windows centered in the bedroom so that that airflow can come through. Off of the living room as well, we have that ability. I kind of did double garden doors, some nice big double garden doors here with, again, windows on both sides. So we can see, again, with that easterly exposure or southeasterly exposure, lots of sunlight kind of flowing through this entire area right here with that kind of morning sun and whatnot. The other thing I should mention, sorry, just jumping back here and you can't see it very well, but I also put in some trees down here. And they'd be offset from the house a safe distance. But the idea behind that, allowing some filtered sunlight in here with this southern exposure and lots of windows and also this deck area, I don't want it to get too hot. So just some larger trees here to provide, coniferous trees to provide a little bit of shade in the summertime was also part of the concept, but having lots of windows for that sunshine to flow into And then kitchen layout, a little bit of a dining room area here. There's also a second, so really 3 entrances. You come off the deck into the living room. This would be the other main exterior entrance that I had, was just kind of into the kitchen. And the idea being with this, probably putting maybe a driveway or parking area down here. So when you're bringing groceries and things like that in, you can come right into the kitchen and put everything in there. And then fridge, stove, sink, and windows throughout the kitchen as well. And that's pretty much my block and bubble design.